10 at the 18. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Okay, just like that.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10.
On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Check 26, check 26.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Let's get out the field. Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Panthers nothing. Hofrichter to kick off for them.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
McCaffrey is the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Panthers nothing.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches.
Check. 53 fly. Check. Go street. Go, go, go. Mike, 53.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. A very solid gain of 27.
15-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Carry for the running back.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Panthers' 12-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14. Panthers nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Second down, Love. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd and 13.
Third and long for Love. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Love now on second down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Too little, cut. Hey, switch gears.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Love now to pass on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First down, Panthers.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. We own it. We own it. Shit. Watch the rest. 49 the mark. Watch 49. Watch the run.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
McCaffrey following the penalty. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
At the Falcons' 7-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Love from the gun. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. They'll
run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
At the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the 44-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Andrews. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And 1 at the 35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 43.
From the gun, Love. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
A gain of 5.
Call it a gain of 5. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Love. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. First down, Love to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Love. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Panthers 3.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Love. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
54, Mike. 54.
To throw again. Love. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Right there, 54, right there, 54
On second down, Love once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Love. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, Love. Flushed out right. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Love. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands.